When a call for help comes into the police, the information it contains is not always complete. The officers who respond may not be told exactly where the victim is or what they'll find when they finally reach him. This story is not a recreation. It's a tragic reality of patrolling the streets on the night beat in Oakland, California.
Oh, yeah, we're back to Oakland now.
Around 1:30 a.m. on Saturday, taxi dispatcher Diane Jackson has 8 cabs on the street working the graveyard shift.
257, 257. My cab driver, 257. About 1:31, I had dispatched him. The next thing I know, he was calling up.
257, I'm being robbed. 257, I'm being robbed. 257.
And boom, it stopped. You know, like he was in a tussle, or they took the mic from him or something. So I went right to the phone, because I knew what I was supposed to do.
Oakland Police, 63.
Hi, this is Associated Cab Jackson, number 4. My cab 257. He just came on the air. He called me. He told me he's being robbed.
Cab number 254.
257.
257. He's not answering.
He's not answering. I don't know what they're doing to him. He just said, that's what I said, I'm being robbed. I'm being robbed. They might have hit him in the head or something.
Okay, did it sound like there was a struggle?
A little, yeah.
Okay, and did he say the location he was at, or this was just the last place where he was dispatched?
That's where he picked up at.
What color are your cabs?
Blue and white.
Okay, we have units on the way, okay.
All right, thank you.
When we continue.
Gunshots did you hear?
We all have in our mind's eye what's going on with this guy, and we're all kind of frustrated because we don't know.
257, I got to get some help to you. You got to tell me where you are. 257.
I don't know.
Know where you are?
I don't know.
Okay, 257, just be calm. 257, are you hurt?
Go.
257,
257, go.
didn't you tell me you just got robbed?
No, I didn't.
And after he said that, I said, either he's hallucinating or somebody in the cab playing games and he's really hurt.
Come on, guys, where is it?
They search for more than 10 minutes without any sign of cab 257. At 2 a.m., a call comes in.
Oakland Emergency 25.
Yes, this is, I'm calling with from 402 Graham. And it's a cab. It's almost in my house. I heard some shots, but I don't know what it is. I ain't been outside yet. So you send somebody?
So you said there's a cab?
Yeah, a cab car.
And it almost ran into your house?
Yes, it did.
Okay, but it didn't hit anything, right?
I don't know. I ain't been outside.
Okay, you heard how many gunshots? How many gunshots did you hear?
I don't know how many. I was asleep.
Okay, you heard several, though. And this guy in the cab, does he appear to be...
I can't see.
All right, we're on the way.
We immediately jumped to the conclusion that the gunshots are related to the missing cab. Oh, that's it. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they need to.
We're going to need some more units down here, too.
And a tech. Get a tech. He had been shot on the side of the head, but he had locked the car and we couldn't get to him.
On that.
I know.
Get back.
Raymond Backman is one of the first officers on the scene.
It's okay.
The ambulance is coming, okay?
Ambulance is coming, okay?
Hey, watch out there ain't no evidence. Watch out you guys stepping on no evidence.
Yeah, watch the evidence.
Okay.
Please.
It's okay, sir. It's the police. It's the police, okay? Just be calm. Let go of the door, sir, okay? Let go of the door. Let go of the door. The police are here, okay?
I guess he thought I was still the person who had tried to rob him because he reached over with his right hand and tried to hold the door shut as I was opening it.
Stay still, okay?
It appeared that this had been very recent, that we'd rolled up within minutes of the actual shooting. So I was concerned initially that the suspect could still be in the area.
Just take it easy. Just leave the mic alone. Leave the mic alone. Just take it easy. Just calm down. He kept moving for the microphone because that was his lifeline. And although he was breathing very shallow, he still was breathing. I looked at his wounds, and they looked horrible. The next thing was to help him in his effort to fight back. I think that's critical when you're wounded like that, to not just do like in the movies and keel over dead, that you've got to fight for your life. Okay.
Diffuse caller.
Officers searched the scene for any clues.
Yeah. Right here on the side of this cab. Let's get fire alarm here.
Yeah, they're coming.
We got
8 minutes after the cab was found, rescue workers arrived to treat the driver. Among those who respond is paramedic Christine Lyons-Ross.
The injury that I noticed was a bullet wound to the left temporal. His eye was hanging out. His other eye was shut. He had blood all over him. He was bleeding into his sinuses, which was he's bleeding out of his nose and into his ears. He was wounded severely. Most people that sustain that severe of an injury are basically dead, actually.
"42-year-old Shahid Colon is taken to Highland Hospital and put under the care of Dr. Michael Smith.
He had multiple fragments of the bullet spread out all over his front part of his head, and so that obviously caused a great deal of tissue destruction. Fortunately, most of it was anterior in front of the brain, and the brain really didn't sustain too much injury, which is why he's still with us.
Two months later, Shahid Colon continues to recover from his serious injury. He is blind as a result of the shooting, but they hope he may regain partial sight in his right eye.
I would have been dead. It is only my quick evacuation to the hospital which has saved me. I wish I could find words to explain my thankfulness, gratefulness to all the people.
Concerned about Shahid's condition, paramedic Christine Lyons-Ross comes to visit him at his home.
I try to think of the patient as my family. You know, I'm someone's mom for 30 minutes or an hour, or I'm someone's sister, or I'm someone's best friend. I'm just happy you look so good.
Thank you.
I'm no hero. I just do my job, and I love what I do.
At the time of the shooting, Shahid had been a cab driver for only 3 weeks. He started driving taxis at night as a second job to earn money to send his daughter to college.
My whole family was depending on me.
Taxi drivers in Oakland had been campaigning for bulletproof screens between themselves and their passengers. Shortly after the shooting of Shahid Colon, the city council passed an ordinance making them mandatory.
It's dangerous, especially at night, because you got sick people out there. You got sick people who are on drugs and everything else. Yes, indeed, they need protection.
I mean, this guy here is, you know, just a working Joe. He's out there trying to earn his living like the rest of us, and he didn't ask for that. But he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's the real tragic part about it.
The same night of the shooting, police arrested a 17-year-old youth for the attempted robbery and attempted murder of Shahid Colon. He escaped on June 25th and is still at large.